Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In the previous video, we have discussed about the introduction of quantitative techniques, its various applications. Then we have discussed about statistics, what are the types of statistics, its historical development, where it is used and how it has gained wide acceptance in today's world. So in today's video, we'll be discussing about the measures of central tendency. So today I'm going to cover about the introduction of measures of central tendency, definition of average, functions and characteristics of an average, then various measures of average. So summarization of data is a necessary function of any statistical analysis. So whatever the data you collect either through primary data or secondary data, it is necessary for us to summarize it. Why summarization is required? In order to further come to a conclusion. So this summarization can be presented in the form of tables as well as frequency distribution. So a measure of central tendency or an average is very essential and an important summary measure in any statistical analysis. So whatever the summarized data you have presented in the form of tables as well as frequency distributions can be further summarized and come to a average. So this average or measure of central tendency is essential to take final decision. So an average is a single value which can be taken as a representation of the whole distribution. So put it in the form of definition. Different definitions are given by different authors. So Clark and Saccade has defined average as an attempt to find one single figure to describe the whole of figure. So it is an attempt made to find one single figure out of the whole figures, that is whatever the set of data you have collected. Then Murray has defined average as a value which is typical or representation of a set of data. So Croxton and Cowden has defined an average as a single value within the range of data that is used to represent all the values in the series. Since an average is somewhere within the range of data, it is sometimes called a measure of central value. Simpson has defined average as a measure of central tendency is a typical value around which other figures congregate. So let us understand the functions and characteristics of an average. To present huge mass of data in a summarized form. So the first and foremost important function of an average is to present the huge mass of data in a summarized form. Why? Because it is very difficult for the human mind to grasp all the data which we have collected. So in order to further summarize it and put it in a very simple form, we use averages. And this further helps in facilitating the comparison. So different sets of data can be compared by comparing their averages. For example, if you want to find the average wages of workers in factory A with the average wage of workers in factory B, by taking the average wage of workers in factory A and taking the average wage of workers in factory B, you can easily compare to find out whose average wage is higher. So this decision or this average will help us in taking decision. So by arriving at an average, it is very easy for us to take decisions. Then what are the characteristics of a good average? First and foremost, it should be rigidly defined. So preferably by an algebraic formula so that different persons obtain the same value for a given set of data. So if you have given the same set of data for 2 or 3 different people, so using the algebraic formula you should arrive at a same conclusion or same value. So this is one of the most important characteristics of good average. Then it should be easy to compute, it should be easy to understand, it should be based on all the observations, what are the data you have collected, everything to be taken into consideration. Then it should be capable of further algebraic treatment. So whatever the conclusion you have arrived by using the averages, further it should be in such a way that using any algebraic treatment you should be able to arrive at a conclusion. Then what are the various measures of averages? We have classified these into 3 categories: mathematical averages, positional averages as well as commercial averages. So mathematical averages, we have arithmetic mean, or simply it is also called as mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean as well as quadratic mean. Under positional averages, we have median as well as mode, and commercial averages we have moving averages, progressive averages, composite averages. So the above measures of central tendency will be discussed in order of their popularity. Out of these, the arithmetic mean, median and mode being most popular are discussed in that order. So anyhow, we are going to discuss in our next videos all these measures of central tendency. Basically, we'll be focusing more on arithmetic mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean, as well as the positional averages, which is median as well as mode. So in my next video, I'll be giving you some of the inputs on what is arithmetic mean, what are its characteristics, what are its advantages and disadvantages. Also, we'll be discussing about geometric mean, median, mode, etc. So, if you understand this video, kindly like, comment as well as share my video. If you're not watched my previous video, I'll put the link in the description. So kindly do watch. Thank you for watching.